Evening. All eyes have been on the radar for the last 48 hours. We're continuing to track this rain, very cold rain across our area. Again, we've seen buckets around an inch or so just for the day today, around half an inch just for the day on yesterday. A closer look at our winter radar. You can see some mixing right here in portions of Virginia, but in our area specifically, temperatures are actually above freezing. I'm not expecting any sort of wintry precip into the night tonight either. Mainly just going to be cold rain for the majority of our area heading into tonight. It's also going to continue into early tomorrow morning with more rounds and even going to be quite heavy at times also. So note that heading into tonight. Make sure you're watching for ponding if you're going to be on the road. Storm reports just in the last 12 hours. You can see this right here. These are freezing rain reports all along basically the border between Virginia and North Carolina, even some wind damage. So we'll dive in a little bit on some of these storm reports. Like right here in Woodville, where there was a tree down noted near the intersection of Bob Jessup Road and the Mount Herman Road near the Mount Airy due to the weight of the ice. Again, this freezing rain freezes on the surface of these power lines and these trees and can take them down just by the weight of them across the area. And we've been seeing some reports of this along the border. We're also looking at another tree down, presumably from the weight of ice accumulation near Axton here, just along near the border of Virginia and North Carolina. For us, though, cold rain continues, and you can kind of see where the different parts are right here. This is going to be mainly snow right here. You could basically see all of the little navy icons with the little snow emojis inside of them. Then it starts to transition to this wintry mix that we've been warning you about for the last several days. That's where we start to see a little bit more sleet, a little bit more freezing rain right here. But notice it's all kind of in the same area. Notice it's right there in Virginia and right all the way to southward until we get to around the Virginia and North Carolina border. That's when we start to kind of just turn into cold rain. We are still tracking a winter storm warning for parts of our area. It includes Allegheny County as well as Patrick County for power outages and even some tree damage due to this ice. This winter storm warning is going to last until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and that's when we're going to start to see that rain move out of our area, taking that cloud coverage and that moisture with it. But until then, we could see up to around 3/10 of an inch of freezing rain for portions in northern parts of the Piedmont. Temperatures right now are in the low to middle 30s across our area, 34 in Greensboro and in Winston-Salem, 35 in the High Point and in Asheboro. Notice across our area, we are above freezing for the majority of us, and we're likely going to stay that way for the next several hours and into tomorrow morning. We still do have the weather impact alert, though, because it is going to just be a nuisance for the night tonight with this cold rain expected to continue overnight and into early tomorrow. What you need to do is make sure you're just being careful while you're alongside roads, maybe even just while you're driving. This cold rain is going to continue again into early tomorrow morning. This is the latest timeline. So into the night tonight, wet roads, you can be certain that you're going to see them if you're out on the roads. Thursday morning, again, ending by around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's just for some of the latest models. Some models have this out of here by around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, so that would be at best when we get to see that kind of move out at the earliest. Into tomorrow afternoon, sun pops out and we're starting to see some more peaks of sunshine, windy with gusts up to around 25 to 30 miles per hour as this front moves through the area. Cooler air going to be coming in on the back end of it. So heading into Friday, remember this is Valentine's Day, going to be cool and dry. We're going to be in the mid to upper 40s with lots of sunshine across the area. So here it is. What is the weather impact? Cold rain, again, expected into early tomorrow morning, but the sunshine is going to return. Things that you should know, there is no freezing concern at this point. Temperatures are above 32 degrees. You're going to want to still drive carefully though and look especially hard for the ponding alongside roads. It doesn't take much to hydroplane. Cold rain is going to continue into early tomorrow morning with temperatures in the middle 30s. Did want to show you this though. This was sent in by one of our weather spotters, Dwayne Young. Hanging rock ice. Just take a look at that. Again, hanging rock ice. This is freezing rain that we saw freeze on the surface on contact with these branches. This can certainly weigh down these trees, and then some of those storm reports I just showed you within the last couple of minutes, I mean, are getting those trees down due to the weight of this ice accumulation that we've seen in some of our northernmost counties across our region. And right now, taking a look in Blowing Rock, visibility looks down just a little bit, but even you can see some of the freezing rain right here along the telephone poles. Not great at all. A lot of people actually are without power in portions of western North Carolina due to the icy conditions that are continuing for the next couple of hours. Beech Mountain right now, again, not a lot of visibility. We've been seeing rain throughout the day today. I've seen a couple of people on the slopes, but not many just in the last couple of hours. Temperatures right now are in the lower to middle 30s, 34 in Greensboro and in Reedsville, 35 right now in Burlington as well as in Asheboro. This is all connected to the system that's going to be ultimately making its way through the area early into tomorrow morning. And you'll notice on the back end of this system, mostly moving through early tomorrow morning. It's going to be windy, but high pressure over here is going to work to keep us nice and dry into tomorrow afternoon. It's going to start to shift, actually, heading our way, moving just toward our north by the time we get into Friday, and that's actually going to shift those breezes to come out of the north. So as this starts to move overhead, that's going to be bringing in some cooler air by the time we're into Friday afternoon. So tomorrow we could be in the upper 50s, right at around 60 degrees. But for Friday, we're only going to make it into the middle and upper 30s due to that placement of high pressure kind of continuing to move in that general direction right to our north. A closer look at the futurecast overnight tonight. Again, off and on rain is going to be a guarantee. Majority of this rainfall, though, is going to be out of our hair by the time we're into early tomorrow morning. So let's take it all the way until then. Again, may even hear a rumble of thunder. Some of these could pack a punch in terms of heavy rain across the area. I'm not expecting anything severe with this, but for the most part, this system out of our hair by around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. We're also going to be seeing some windy conditions behind this front as it continues to kind of push offshore away from the Carolinas. Not only is it taking that wetness with it, all that moisture, but it's also pulling that cloud coverage with it. So more sunshine, hey, on the way by tomorrow afternoon. I know a lot of us are looking forward to that. Here's another closer look at the futurecast. Again, mixing could happen very well in portions of southern Virginia, but for us, I'm just expecting cold rain into the night tonight. Again, could even be heavy at times, but the majority of this rain going to be out of our hair by around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go from 30s to 40s to 50s very quickly as winds start to shift across our area. By the time, though, we move into Thursday, you see these wind barbs right here that are white little arrows. They're showing to coming out of the north by the time we're into late Thursday night and into Friday, bringing in that cooler air by the afternoon. I expect us to only make it in the 40s for Friday compared to near 60 for tomorrow. Next 12 hours, we're going to hover right around in the middle 30s across the area. Notice rain chances staying pretty elevated all the way through around 6 to 7 o'clock. By the time we get to around 8, that's when we start to see those rain chances dying down across our area. Let's head back. I accidentally clicked that a little bit too soon. Cold rain is going to end early into tomorrow morning, and behind it, lots of sunshine. Hey, it is back, and it is going to be a little bit windy across our region. Again, gusts up to around 30 miles per hour, but we're going to be in the 50s. It's going to be feeling almost tropical compared to like the middle 30s that we've been seeing all day today. But, you know, those temperatures are going to drop. Winter is fighting back by the time we're into Friday for Valentine's Day. Mid to upper 40s. Ladies, grab the extra coat. Just make sure you're staying comfortable. You're going to need the rain gear once again heading into the upcoming weekend. We are tracking another system that'll be bringing in those rain chances throughout this weekend as well. Going to be even more elevated into the day on Sunday. A current look at our traffic map across the area. Just kind of wanted to show you some trouble spots across the region right here near Mount Airy. We are some roads that are blocked due to weather on Beamer Road both ways from Angela Lane all the way to Maple Grove Church Road. So that is also something to consider. We've kind of seen this all across the map, and now kind of step out of the way so you can take a full glance at, you know, what I'm trying to show you here. This is all near Sparta, where there has been some closures due to storm damage and some flooding, restricted flow all across the area. Again, this is in Sparta, and we've been keeping eyes all across the Piedmont. This is actually in Allegheny County, where we've been continuing to watch all of these storm reports kind of come into the area, and watching other places as well. Let's kind of zoom in to kind of show you where we're looking at all across the map. Again, for the most part, not any trouble spots in Greensboro, but certainly seeing more toward our north. Rainfall today, we have had a lot of it, already up to around an inch or so in the Piedmont, with more to come here these next couple of hours. Yesterday, we got up to around half an inch of rain, so lots and lots of rainfall just within the last 48 hours or so for us across the Piedmont as well. We're going to be seeing more of those opportunities heading into this upcoming weekend, so we'll talk a little bit more about it. You'll notice though tomorrow we're starting to dry out after that heavy rain in the morning, starting to see more peaks of sunshine for the afternoon. By Friday, Valentine's Day, we're going to be in the mid to upper 40s, dry weather, rainy at times though for Saturday, lower 40s, boosting up back in the lower 60s, rainy and also windy for the day on Sunday. Could see a couple of storms. We'll keep an eye on that. We're watching next week for any sort of wintry precip by the middle of next week. Again, it's too far out to tell for right now, but we'll continue to watch it for you. Right now we're in the lower and middle 40s by the middle of next week.